Hi YouTube, it's Subtype R again, and this is the third installment of our series for Euro Truck Simulator 2. I hope you've enjoyed the last two videos. First one being obviously the run from Newcastle to Newcastle with Ketchup, and the last one we did was a little bit longer from Newcastle to Manchester, and we've attained level 1, as you can see. We've also added on this one a few more mods and activated them. So we have Jazzy Cat's AI traffic packs added. We've got pro mods added. We've got realistic graphics mods added. So there's you should be able to see a big difference. And this is what's so special about Euro Truck Simulator. All these modifications that are free, which we've downloaded and added and activated, are going to improve the game no end. We've also put in realistic truck physics, so it should have a little bit more bounce on the cab when it brakes, or if there's any collisions or anything like that. What I was going to say is the packs that we add in are also added in a specific order to make it work. So the Pro Mods compatibility add-on for realistic graphics had to go first, and we found out that information from the actual pack itself. So if you go to the pack that you've downloaded, you'll get that little information button there, and that tells you the best way to add your pack. So you've got let's have a quick glance here. So your media pack and your map pack should come first, asset pack should come last. So as you can see, we've got these round a little bit differently and wrong, so we're going to change these. Let's have a look. So this needs to go up, so you select the pack and increase the priority of it. You would do the media pack and increase the priority on that one, and it moves it up the order. And then what we do is we check that we've got these right again. So let's have a look on this side. So there we go. So it says Pro Mods compatibility add-on for realistic graphics. So we'll click here. So we should have realistic graphics mod is below the Pro Mods compatibility add-on. Yep. Pro Mods definition pack. Yep. Map pack. Yep. Media pack. Yes. Model 3, Model 2, Model 1, and assets pack. That's correct. Good. So we know that's got a good chance of working. It may not, it may fail, it may fall over. If it does, what I would say is end the game, try reloading it again, and see if it works. Sometimes it can just be a little glitch, it just needs a reload to settle it down. Up to now, what we've done is we've done a few things in this game. We played total time on this profile for 3 hours. Total game time spent between the two profiles is 3 hours. Playing time on this one is about 30 minutes. We haven't connected the world of trucks yet, but we will do. We own one small garage with no trucks, and we've delivered 2 cargoes, which that's right, yes we have, and we've only explored 0.22% of the world and the roads. So let's have a look. Continue game. Fingers crossed this is going to work. These are the opening scenes to Pro Mods 2.25, and that is the German Autobahn and services BAB4 Deutsche Tillung. The Germans and the Europeans have some of the best motorway services for HGVs and car drivers, and got some really nice food, and you can basically buy anything there. And they've also got the best roads in the world as well, I would say, for commuting. They have long, fast, straight roads, and in a lot of places in Germany it's day restricted, which means if your car will do 150, 160 mile an hour, you can do 150, 160 mile an hour. What I decided to do was, I thought we'd try this out a little bit. So we have a quick job in progress. We haven't gone anywhere. The cargo is logs, and we're going from Manchester, which is where we finished our last job, to Trinity in the island of Jersey, part of Great Britain. And we're using this beauty, 700 horsepower Volvo. As you can see from our last jobs, we've earned £4,718, and we've made profit over the last 7 days of £2,960. Our skill level we have increased for long distance. Let me show you that. So long distance, we've added 1 point to that, so we're now going to get up to 466 miles, a 5% higher reward for delivery distances longer than 310 miles. And we're going to get 25% experience bonus for delivery distances longer than 310 miles. Don't think this one today is going to fall into that category, but we'll just go and see. Let me show you where we're standing with our XP and our progress history. First job, we went from absolutely zilch newbie to our first job, which gave us 91 points, 91 experience points. We drove just over 1,000 yards. Second job, we went 143 miles from Newcastle to Manchester with empty pallets on the back of another Volvo. Profit of £2,642, and it gained us 271 experience points, which took us past level 1, giving us a total of 362 in total. We have to gain 700 to get to level 3. We have driven a total distance of 144 miles. We've delivered 2 cargoes. Total game time spent 3 hours. Playing time 30 minutes. Let's have a look. And at this point, we can go to drive, and we'll show you the view that we have. These are the load scenes of World of Trucks. You can see it loads really, really quickly. Oh, there we go. So there's a truck and a half for you. Volvo, 700 horsepower. Let's have a look. We may have to change one of these options because it sounds like our throttle pedal is sticking. Strange is how it does it all the time. So yeah, there you go. So what we'll do is we'll press the joy pedal. There we go, and that's taking that off. So when we go back to the game, it should be free. But like I say, little fixes like this is sometimes what you've got to do. Not always, but yep, sometimes you've got to do it. So we start cold and dark. There's the Volvo, 700 horsepower. We've got a big log trailer on the back. It's looking good. Let's have a look. So as you can see, we're in a lumber yard, as we're laying beside her. We're in Britain. We're in Manchester there. A few logs hanging over the back, which I wouldn't have thought would have been allowed unless they were marked up. It is a, let's have a look. I think it's a private registration on this. 07. Pretty sure it's a private plate. We're going to be pulling out of this yard. See, the graphics are absolutely amazing, aren't they? We're going to be pulling out of this yard on a sharp left-hand turn, and we're going to have to be careful of that back swing with the logs on the trailer, triaxle trailer as well. And we're going to do a full 180 here, and we're going to end up leaving the yard that direction, turning left and onto the road down to Jersey. Let's get back into the cab. You may have noticed there we have just had a notification that we've got mail. So we can press, I believe, F6, and that tells you your current jobs. And then let me have a look. Back to the map. F4. Again, it shows you can change your light adjustment. Press F4 again. You can adjust your mirrors if you want to. Left, front, side, right. Small left, so that's all your mirror adjustments there. Press F4 again, and you can move your head, your viewing angle, your steering wheel. You can raise your seat up, lower it down, move it forwards, move it backwards, change your viewing angles. All of these adjustments are available to you in game. So we have track IR set up, so we don't need to really do that at the moment. Let's start the engine. There we go, a nice growl from the 700 pony Volvo. There's all your controls for your different carb lights, interior lights. There's your sat nav on the dashboard. We will get rid of a sat nav from the screen. We've got realistic mirrors set up. We're seeing both of them, or both sides. There's your bunk if you were stopping out overnight, that's where you would sleep. The Volvo bunk is actually one of probably the most comfortables on the market, although Scania does come second, and I do like my Scanias. So what we'll do is, let's just put the handbrake on. That's indicated, there you go, you heard the brakes, and we'll put it into drive. So it's going to pull away in second, handbrake off, and we're going to turn the wheel straight around to our left, keep my eye on my right mirror for the swing out of the trailer. I'm going to take this a little bit easier. Keep an eye on it. This is tight. They didn't put that trailer in a very good position. I'll have to watch these little lumps of wood on the floor. Don't run over them with our tyres and burst the tyre. And we're out. You can hear the different engine noise on this. A lot of power in this one. Now we'll just check our left mirror. Boy, I tell you what, the yard man's not been very good here. I think you would have kept this yard tidy. We'll straddle that length and we'll head out onto the road. As you can see, the scenery's changed. It's a lot more detailed, a lot more realistic. We've got better realistic looking flowers, trees. And at the end of here we're going left. Put the left hand indicator on. And we'll check right. And we're going to go left here. And we're out and away. As you can hear, we've got the dog with us at the minute. Our little family pet in the background. Obviously wanting to be a YouTube star as well. And off we go. So let's see how far we progress on this one. And there's one cartoon character once said, with great power comes great responsibility, so we're going to have to keep an eye on our speeds. As 700 horses, it'll just take off and go for like a rat out of a drain pipe. We're going left here towards Sheffield. Green lights, everything stopped. Still check. Make sure nobody's come up the inside of us. Take a bit of a wider swing on that one. But we're now off and away. And de-restricted. And you can hear that V8 pulling hard now. And we're going to be turning left. There's another police Jag XF. I'll be going down Liverpool and Kendal, which is a bit of a strange sign to be seeing. Although if we're on the M60, it will take it towards the M62, which I think this is the M60. Yes, it is. And we've got one on the outside of it. Yep, but it should be 3 lanes. Oh, actually, it takes one to the M62. So there you go. M62 westbound towards the M6. De-restricted signs now, if you notice, rather than the 60 mph signs. It's another little addition from the Pro Mods teams. You get more realistic traffic signs. Oh look, we're at recovery. Somebody's gone into the ditch with a tipper. Oh dear, never mind. And we'll move out to avoid going the wrong way. So we're heading towards... Oh no, actually we want to be in that lane. One left. Going left here onto the M6. My mistake. Luckily I checked the map on the dashboard. In the good old days we would have been using road maps, and but with a modern sat-nav and GPS you could probably get yourself to your location within probably 6 feet, I would imagine, maybe 6 meters. So we're going to go out here. Sat-nav we got on the van actually shows you the junction, on my van that I use for work at the moment. Shows you the actual junction coming up and which lane you need to be in. Really clever system. It's based on a Pioneer. And you can basically search for postcodes as well as post numbers all the way through Europe. It is one of the probably the best systems I've ever used. Like I say, the sat-navs are getting more and more clever. They can tell you about road hold-ups and junctions, stuff like that. Whereas in this game, I think I've never seen a mod for the sat-nav to be improved on the game. But, you know, so there we are, flat up against the limiter. See how the traffic's changed a little bit. We've now got Interlink. So instead of a generic company name, we've now got actual names of companies that are out in the UK. Check the left-hand mirror, indicate, move over, services in 200 yards, and we've actually only got about, well, just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. Do you think it might be worth stopping? Nah, I tell you what, we'll give it a go. We'll stop here for some fuel. We'll show you the refuel process. Really easy. So this is the services on the M6. Might be Richard Sharnock, which I've stopped at a couple of times in the past. So we're going to start slowing down. There's the fuel station. And you can get mod packs to change the look of these fuel stations to realistic fuel stations. This looks rather more like a Shell station. So we're just going to go in slowly up to pump 2. Keep my eyes on the actual trailer so we don't hit anything. And we'll stop about here. Put the handbrake on. Turn the engine off. And then we just press the enter button until we fill up. As you can see, diesel price is £1.13 a litre. I could only wish it was. And at the present time, we are showing litres of 508.78 litres. Total price of £577, which if you think is going to fill your car about probably 7 times. And all you have to do now, press the E button, start the engine, put it into gear, take the handbrake off, and drive off. And it's all paid for. At that point, I think I would have got in for a soft drink. All the fuel expenses are covered by your employer, so there's nothing to worry about there. That doesn't come out of your personal earnings, which is good. We're going to keep an eye on that left mirror. Make sure there's nothing coming down there. Nope, and we're clear. Right mirror check. And we're off again. So that's how you would refuel your wagon. And come down the slip road and rejoin the M6 southbound. Put indicator on, check my mirrors. Yep, we're out. And we're gone. This journey, usually in a real Arctic, would probably take a good maybe 8, 9, 10 hours driving, depending on it would be one journey. You would go down, you would overnight on Jersey, and then you would come back the following day, hopefully with a load. You would be expected to probably sleep in your cab. A lot of drivers take their own cooking facilities and washing facilities, and or if they're really lucky, and they would have to be really lucky, the company might offer them a hotel or bed and breakfast, or if they could find one cheap enough themselves. I've done it in the past where I've found a cheap travel inn for £20 a night. I've just stayed in the travel inn, a little bit of comfort. Most of these big cabs are, oh, that's a very nice Lamborghini Huracan there. Most of these big cabs will have TVs in, they'll have night heaters, they'll have the bunk bed like I've shown you there, they'll have a fridge, a lot of them have microwaves, and they can be really comfortable and snug. And you find a lot of drivers will put a lot of personalisation in. If it's their cab or if it's a company's cab but they're assigned to it, they'll make sure they look after it like it's their own home. And I suppose I was lucky enough that there was only about 3 drivers between 4 cabs at the place I worked, so we kept our cabs clean and we looked after them. And I think if you do tend to look after your cabs and keep them clean, the company will recognise that. Hopefully they'll recognise it, and give you the benefit of new cabs or clean cabs, and put you in a group of drivers that will look after them. As you can tell, I've just switched on the side lights there. Oh, I'm sneaking through the speed limit there. So the speed limit here is 50 miles an hour. I'm just going to drop it down. No doubt there'll be a speed camera down here, one on the outside. Wow, we've got a wagon ahead with a helicopter on the back. There's a speed camera. We're well under the speed limit, so that's good. And if you notice there, that speed camera is painted yellow, so that's good. You also notice the buses have changed, and we've got a lot more different vehicles. So we've now got Mini Coopers, convertibles. There's a Renault Megane there, Volkswagen Corrado, which you hardly ever see on the road nowadays. That's going to turn into a collector's car. Got a Mercedes A-Class, and as you can also see, the graphics have changed. We've got a lot better graphics. It looks a lot better. We've got wind turbines. The fields are not just generic sunflowers. We've got hay and corn in them. Let's have a look. We don't want to be going to Sheffield. We're going to Birmingham, so we'll move out. Let's quick check the mirror. Past that insignia. Make sure we're past him. Yep. Oh, nearly snuck into the third lane there. Oh, want to get a look at this good helicopter. There you go. Wow. Some money's worth sitting on the back of that. The European trailer there. Still going south, pushing on. So as we come down the M6, you see the signs there for the M5 towards Cardiff. It looks like that's the one we're going to be taking. So we're staying down. Put a bit of engine braking in. BMW 5 Series there. Keep it nice and tight. See the cab bounce. So that gives you a little bit more of the realism of what you would feel in a real cab. The only thing is, with that bounce, it does make it a little bit easier for you to roll them over, so you've got to be careful. One on the inside. Check the mirrors. Yeah, we're clear, we're going in. Cancel the indicator. I want to M5 southbound still. $50 miles an hour. Run a little Kangoo. I see them traffic packs and pro mod packs make a big difference, and when they work as well as what they're working here, they improve your gameplay. You can, you can do a lot more things. I think what I might do before we do the next video, I might look out for realistic fuel stations, see if we can add that, see if we can get that mod working, and yeah, we'll see what else we can do. We'll see if we can add a few other mods that'll make the game change again and look a little bit different, a little bit better. But the graphics are superb. Police are still running around in Jaguar XFs, as you can see. Like I say, it must be nice to have money in the police force for that, rather than the little diesel Astras and the little Panda vans. The motorway guys seem to get all the best equipment. In the northeast of England, they all run around in BMWs, X5s or M3s, or maybe not M3s, but definitely the X5s and the 3 Series. But I have seen British police in the XF. I was travelling across the A66 about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I was followed by a new Mustang, which was all dressed up in Battenberg with blue lights, and it had police on the front. So Cumbria Police must be doing a wonderful job with catching criminals and motorists, and obviously can afford the new Ford Mustang. Although I don't know if it's got much of a boot or much of a back seat to put your criminals in. But yeah, certainly a stylish police car. Right, so we're still travelling southbound. As you can see, we are approximately 375 miles to go, and we're still heading towards Cardiff on the M5. I don't believe we'll be going off towards Swansea, as that's kind of the wrong way. This road should take us down towards Plymouth, I would have thought, and that'd be where we catch a ferry to Jersey. Never done that route in real life, never been to Jersey in real life, although I want to go and visit. I've got friends who love to go to Jersey and say it's one of the best areas for rallying, and he's a big rally fan, is Mark Lowe. He runs a good few pages on Facebook that offer some really good deals on rally cars if you want to buy them, and some rally parts, stuff like that. I'm a rally man myself as well, so I enjoy all forms of driving, from these big mighty trucks to rally cars and vans and all sorts. The only licenses I don't have is for motorbikes. I haven't got my motorbike license yet, so one day though we should be able to get them. Let's see if we can get past this guy. mph. Let's have a look. He's going to hold out just over the 50. We're in. So these are the tunnels coming down towards Cardiff. There's a D-restricted sign, so we're going to put the hammer down. Don't think we'll be heading towards Cambridge. It'll be straight on down the M5. Oh, that was a last minute decision by the BMW. And I'm not going to make any comments on BMW drivers at all. I'll let yous out there in YouTube land make your own decisions on how well they drive. Right, we'll go back into the inside. Boy, he's got that Mercedes Sprinter wound on. Nice long left-hander. I've got our side lights on. The time's now 5:27 in the evening, and roads are fairly quiet, to be honest. This looks good. We'll have a good run down. This video is going to probably be a little bit longer than most, and we'll get one job in. But like I say, the patience is worth the rewards, because we should be able to get onto level 2 and gain enough experience to get onto that. So like I was saying in the previous video, today has been a really nice day for this time of year. This time of year is February at the moment. Well, this would have been Valentine's weekend, but the wife has gone away. She's a scout leader, and she's gone and took a load of cubs away for the weekend. So this is how I've managed to create a couple of videos by just literally having time to myself. I enjoy making these videos. It's good for myself because it gives me experience. We are going off here. Gives me experience on doing a lot of things. We're going to head off towards Reading and London down the M4. Nice easy junction this one. M4 towards London is it's a busy motorway. I used to live quite close to the M4 and the M3 when I was in Camberley, and sometimes had to commute into London. So we're going to go off for Bournemouth. That's the next junction. And we'll head down towards the south coast, which then should take us down to the ferry ports. And that'll give us a crossing over to Jersey. Down towards Southampton. We don't watch these junctions because they just pull out. Again, BMW driver, what can I say? Nothing. But yeah, plenty of room. Keep checking your mirrors in an HGV because that gives you a good indication of where you're positioned on the road. It also gives you a good indication of what traffic's behind you. The whole point of an HGV is to get all your load there safely as possible and without causing too much hassle to yourself or anybody else. A lot of motorists don't appreciate how much we need HGVs on the road. And they look at them as being slow, obstructive vehicles. But if you own it, you probably find the HGV somewhere had a hand in delivering it or bringing goods to the point of where it was needed for a factory. They keep a lot of Britain in work, in the sense of there was no HGVs, a lot of the production of goods and the delivery of goods wouldn't happen. So yeah, they're a necessary evil, I suppose, if you're a car driver. And all an HGV driver wants is to be left alone. We just want to be able to go from A to B without any hassle, without any problems, without you trying to drive underneath us like this idiot, overtaking on a blind bend, and then when he gets in front, brakes. That is kind of what happens if, remember, if you can't see what's coming towards you, then that next corner you come round might be one of these coming towards you when you put that into overtake in. And unfortunately these things don't tend to stop very well in a hurry, so you know, we're just getting caught speeding, never mind. So we've been fined for speeding, so that gives you a good demonstration on the speeding. Like I said, with great power comes great responsibility. Take your eye off the ball a little bit and you get caught out. Try to keep the speed up to get these hills, but obviously it was a little bit too quick for the camera there. Oh, here we go. He's in a bit of a hurry by the looks of it. You never know, you might get caught as well. So onwards we go. Still travelling south towards Southampton to catch the ferry to Jersey. Scenery is absolutely gorgeous here. You know, Pro Mods have done an absolutely amazing job on the scenery modifications. That was a clever place to overtake. Whoa! Hello! There's a wagon coming towards us. And like I say, we don't tend to stop on a sixpence. The thing is, a police officer, he would have known better. Never mind. Still pushing on. Now we can get past. Idiot. Give him a flash of the main beams. Must admit, in real life I haven't spent a lot of time down the Southampton, Portsmouth, Plymouth area. I have been there working, but I haven't spent a lot of time, so these roads are quite new to me. And there's another idiot that comes past, and once they're in front, brakes to slow you down. Awesome job. So like I say, all we want in the HGV is to have plenty of room to be able to do our job, so we're not running over people and not running over cars and stuff like that. You know, we don't want you to overtake one and then slow immediately down, because it does take a lot of time and gives the drivers a lot of stress, having to slow down, speed back up again, slow down, speed back up again. you know, just give us a space we need. So it's going to be an interesting trip, this one. And like I say, I've never been to Jersey before, and I'm looking forward to seeing the ferry port and seeing exactly what it looks like in the new Pro Mods. So Southampton's off to the right. I thought we might have been going out to Southampton Docks. Looks like we're going to miss that one. I wonder if this is the M3. Nope. M17, Southampton, London. Cut that corner slightly, get this. Car transporter there, some new cars going north. Eyes on the mirrors. M27, wow. I always thought the M27 was more down towards Dover, but we'll take that. M3 towards London. Like I say, I don't really know these roads down this area that well. Hopefully that'll change with driving this. Not that I would ever attempt to navigate real British roads using European Truck Simulator. Well, it does give you kind of a clue on if you're on the M27 you're in the south, if you're on the M74 you're in the northwest. So let's have a look. Are we going to go Southampton or are we going to go Portsmouth? I think we're going to go Portsmouth. So that's just totally foxed me. We thought we were going to maybe go Southampton to Jersey, but it looks like we're actually going to go Portsmouth. Volkswagen Golf. Oh, yep, that lane's clear. We're going to move over. Don't know what's upsetting the dog tonight, but she doesn't sound very happy. There's nobody about. As you can see there, we're discovering more roads. So our road discovery is going to go up. This lane's going to end, so we check our mirrors and move out. If you're wondering what sort of dog we got a little West Highland Terrier. It's just over a year old, and yeah, she can be a little bit noisy at times, but generally she's a good dog. As you can see in the graphics, all of these vehicles are starting to look a lot more like vehicles you would see on the British roads. You would see the XPO trailer that we just passed there. You'd see these sort of cars, a big double-decker coach. We're going to go left at the next one. Looks like it's a bit of a tight junction back on itself, so we'll just back it on down. A little bit of engine braking there, and then turn in. Sure, I'll give ourselves some space, and at the end we're going to go right. So without Pro Mods on, that would be a stop sign, but with Pro Mods it's a giveaway. And then 30 mile an hour, which means we potentially could be coming into Portsmouth. And we'll get a little sign in a minute that says discovering Portsmouth. Like I was saying, I'm not really experienced in making these videos. Just put them together. There's no scripting. It's all done from top of my head, and sometimes it's quite difficult to think about what we're actually going to talk about. The game is basically a very, very, very complete game. If you look in that mirror there, that sunset behind us is absolutely gorgeous. And you can see the lights starting to fade. We've got our headlights on, and we're, you know, just working into the sunset. I mean, you know, that's stunning, 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 stunning sunset. Looks like it might be a really nice crossing over to Jersey. Yep, I could really enjoy a drive looking at scenery like that. So we'll come down to a junction here, and it is a left-right junction, although on the map it is shown as a left only, and that's because this road hasn't been mapped by the developers. So yes, traffic can come from it, and you will get traffic appearing from there, so you have to watch it and treat it as a giveaway junction, but you're not allowed to drive down it. At some point, I would imagine ProMods will do an update and that road will be complete, so there'll be a link between Portsmouth and Southampton, and that road will then be open. Like I say, this is the thing, it's such an open game that, you know, developers are constantly building updates and new expansion packs to open up new roads, new scenery, new vehicles. As you can see there, there's the Portsmouth Sail, or what I would call a sail. So there's a lot of landmarks in this game as well, which is fantastic. Move over to the left. Be careful down here so we don't get caught speeding again. As you can see, the day is turning into night. It is round about 9:30 now. And we're going to be going right at the next roundabout. Again, as you can see there, we've got a road off to our left that hasn't been built yet, so the developers will still be working on that. Coming down to the roundabout, must have been a Davis Haulage there. They are an actual UK company, and we're clear onto the roundabout. That sign obscured the view a little bit. Transwest, not going to give me a break, is he? Should not be stuck around the outside of us. And that's the place that you can save fuel if you can keep it rolling and gently up to the lights, and you don't have to stop. The momentum just saves you having to put your toe down and beat it away. See, there's the sail. Graphics are stunning. So we'll come down another red light, gently on the brakes, and see if we can roll down and get it to change before we have to stop. There you go. There's a ferry port opening there. Nothing coming, so we'll go in. There's that helicopter, another one. We're going to park it right on that spot there. You see the bounce? That's because of the realistic truck physics. So we stop there. Let's have a look and see where we're going to. So we have a choice. We can go from Portsmouth to Cherbourg or to St Helier. So let's have a look. If you're not sure what the route is, if you click on it, it'll show you the actual route. So we want this one. St Helier is in Jersey, and that travel time is 9 hours and 40 minutes. So that's going to get you your break on the ferry, and it's going to cost £816. So we just click on embark, and then we get the view of the Polaris Lines ferry, which will take you over there. And there you go, we're in Trinity. Oh, we're in St Helier. So at this point, all we have to do is drive off. Keep an eye on our mirrors, make sure we're not going to hit the ferry. And we go around to our left. And round to our right. Follow the cones round. And this is us coming up to customs, I would suppose. There we go, discovered St Helier. And then we're going to go off to the left. Really should learn to record when the dog's not in the house, shouldn't I? But never mind, I suppose she has to have her say as well. Still, it's a lesson I've learned, so that's one lesson I've learned, and I reckon you learn something every day. So we have a quick look at this. Look at them beautiful flowers and flower beds on these roundabouts. I think we'll go right the way around this roundabout to have a look at it. Wow, how amazing is that? So you can't go straight over, but look at that. It's, that's what you call flowers. I'll keep going round. Yeah, see, wow. Watch out for the spectators or the pedestrians. Here we go. Drop in behind this Mercedes Sprinter. We're going to go right. Oh, he's going to let me through. Nice man. Thank you. Left-hand drive, that was. You'd normally find a Frenchman stopping for you. I might give him a bit of a fright, I suppose. But this is all pro mods. I mean, look at the graphics. It's stunning, isn't it? They're playing a game of boules, maybe. French game, which is a little bit like our Crown Grain bowling. But instead of rolling the balls, they actually throw them. And instead of being on green grass, they're on gravel. But it's very similar. The roundabouts here are stunning though, aren't they? A lot of power in this 700 horsepower Volvo, but you can see from the fuel gauge it doesn't half like to drink. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Somebody's dumped all their pallets at the side of the road in this beautiful landscape. I suppose you get that everywhere. Move over a little bit to this coach. I'm going to go left here. Might even just cut the corner. Land Manning. Now you see, this is where you have to be careful, you know, going on the gravel roads. And the thing with gravel roads is that the SUVs aren't really built for them. Oh, you got a repair yard there. So if you had to, you could actually repair your truck. This is Trinity. So we've discovered Trinity. Wow. Now I wonder which is the best way to go. Let's have a stop and have a look. We'll go left. This could be a tight one to get into, but we'll see. Oh, I nearly got that fence post. I see this is a tight one to get into. This is why it's always useful to watch your mirrors and your top mirrors to see where you're positioned are. Now full lock, so we can get the car past this tank. Yep, trailer's passed. Oh, this is going to be an interesting reverse. Might have been better coming in from the other side. Oh, we'll have a go. It's going to be a blindside reverse is what we would call this. Unless we can spin it round. So we can spin it round in this bit of a gap. And go back in. Would never normally turn a wagon that tight unless you were desperately in need to, but yeah, this will be an easier reverse now. Although saying that, I'll probably make a complete pig's ear of it and you all have a good laugh, which, you know, that's what this is about, enjoying ourselves and having a good laugh. Right, let's see what the reversing skills are like. That's something else I probably wouldn't do in real life either. Park it on the grass. So, let's see what we got. We've got to remember we've got a bit of overhang on the trailer as well. Last thing we want to do is wreck somebody else's trailers. Let's have a look. We're going in. Straighten it up towards greenhouses. And reverse again, check that mirror. We've got plenty of room on that trailer. And we're in, but we're going to straighten it up. Never like to leave a trailer that's not in a parking bay properly. There we go. There we go. So, handbrake on, out of gear, and then we'll drop the trailer. That was Manchester to Trinity in Jersey. We've covered 410 miles. It's taken us 19 hours 35 minutes, and we've used 278.5 litres of fuel. We've gained £7,948 for doing that job. We've gained 660 experience points. Proficiency bonus, this is where you get your bonuses from ranking up. Level 1 is £114, that's extra. Skill rank, long distance delivery bonus is £381. Again, that's bonus all the way. And we gain another 165 experience points for having that activated. Bonus for part of the trailer is 90 experience points, which gives us a grand total earnings on that job of £8,440 and 915 experience points, which has taken us from level 1 at 362 all the way through to 1,277 experience points. So we've gone through level 1 up to level 2, so we're still newbie level 2, and we're nearly up to level 3. We only need around about another 133 experience points to get level 3. So we'll continue, and at this point we'll call it the end of the video because it is a long one. This is nearly an hour's video. We will select one more on long distance, and or will we? Should we go for? I tell you what, we'll go for high value cargoes. It should unlock a few more cargoes for, and we'll apply that. As you can see there, we've got 2 emails. Let's have a look and see what they are. So drivers with own equipment needed. There we go. WGCC Manchester. To whom it may concern, we are looking for skilled drivers with their own trucks for a large number of deliveries. We offer a competitive rate up to $5,626 for a job. Please, if you have your own vehicle, inquire directly at our dock in Manchester. So there you go. That's your first contract. If you had your own vehicle, you could have selected that and took that on. This is the second email. Special transports. Hello boss, I have something special for you. Thanks to our connections, we're now able to get to a real challenge. Some special extra large and heavy cargoes need to be hauled by a true professional. It won't be easy and it'll require some skills, patience, cooperation with escort vehicles and extra care, but I guess you have it all right. Also, bigger risk comes with a bigger profit. If you're interested, you can visit these cities: Kosice in SK, Linköping in Sweden, Nantes in France, Luxembourg in Holstein in Poland, Stavanger in Norway, Sheffield in England or Great Britain, Berlin in Germany, Reims in France, Dresden in Germany, Dortmund in Germany, Prague in the Czech Republic, Glasgow in Scotland, München in Germany, Bratislava and Köln or Cologne in Germany, Brussels in Belgium. We'll leave that for another video. So at this point, I'm going to say thank you for watching this YouTube video again, part 3 of our series on European Truck Simulator 2. I really do hope you're enjoying these. I really don't hope they're too long. And I look forward to seeing your comments. If you like, give me a thumbs up. If you have comments, leave comments below or shout out. We'll get around to giving you a shout out. And please subscribe, share to all your friends on Facebook, Twitter and anywhere else you can find. Subtype R, we're going to say good night, God bless, keep his wheels on the ground and this shiny side up. Thanks now.